Hey y'all, hey, Divinely Blessed speaking to you back with another one. So, I want to talk about some things that I think get glossed and glazed over, and I don't think that a lot of people know about it or aware of it or even comprehend it. But because I've experienced it firsthand in my life just a few years ago, I feel like I could speak about it. It wasn't a long, drawn out process, but it was 3 months, and all it took was for 3 months to tell me that people are not who they say they are. Um, so about 3 years ago or so, I met a person, a masculine, who did the whole narcissistic love bombing and did all of that spiel. I fell for him. Oh, we feel just feeling like real twin flamish type thing. Like I felt the twin flame connection before I even knew what it was. But there was still something that was like over the relationship that was dark. And I picked up on it very quickly, because first of all, the energy made its presence big aware. And I was like, oh, okay. But the the presence was the presence was that of the man that I was dating, his mother. Her presence, her energy, her thoughts, her attitude, her behavior. And at first it came out as like snarky, as like not even snarky. It came out as big energy, like bitch, I'm here, like I'm over here, like yeah. You know how like when a person wants to be seen and heard, like they're soft at first, but then when someone of a certain stature or a certain person come around, they get a little bit louder and they become a little bit more obnoxious. That's how the energy came off at first. But I was like, okay, this is man mom, like I don't know her like that, so let me chill. So let it chill, let it slide. But eventually stuff started like spilling over, and I'm like, okay, no, she really salty about something. And then one day he had made a point. We were talking, and he used to do this thing about having me on speaker. And we were talking, and his mom said something. This was during the quarantine, so um she would say something, and it had effects, and it was something that pertained to working. So it was the beginning of the pandemic. It is back when everybody is homeschooling their babies or whatever. I'm homeschooling my son or whatever. And me and him on the phone, and she like, people don't got jobs anymore. And me and him both paused, because I think he was waiting for me to say something, and but I didn't, because I'm like, okay, this bitch really salty. And then another fact, between the whole pandemic, nobody's working. Like, hello. So later on, me and him ended up having a conversation. He was like, some my mama. He was like, yeah, I know you caught what she said earlier. So me and him both on the same page. But here's where things started like getting me twisted, because he would pillow talk with me about her, and then I think he would go back and pillow talk with her and whoever, his aunties and whoever, about me, right? So it was just a whole lot of drama and chaotic behavior. And then for me, I started feeling like this nigga really moved like a woman. This was real feminine. And I stood back and I started watching about how everybody he confided in was a woman, from his mama to his auntie to his sisters to old bitches to new bitches to baby mamas to all of that. And I'm like, okay. But I'm disregarding it, because also at that point, at that time I was in a point in my life where I was trying to refresh myself. I was coming out of a 12-year horrible ass relationship. I was just trying to rebuild myself, right? So a lot of the stuff, like I'm peeping game, I'm clocking T, I'm clocking everything, but I'm not really saying anything, right? Because I'm really at a point, I was just like, you know what? Don't say nothing. Let this play out, because you know how it's gonna play out, and it actually did play out how I thought it was gonna play out. But at the same time, I'm noticing that there's an odd ass relationship with this man and his mama. I am noticing that this woman got a grip on this man as if that is her husband of 25 years. I am noticing he got a grip on her titty as if he was born yesterday. And I was just like, this is weird. I growing up and having little boyfriends and stuff, my boyfriends that I've always had, I ain't gonna lie, they been little street niggas, they been little hood niggas. So mama, yeah, there, but not really, whatever, or mama there, but he just real disobedient, disrespectful little nigga. But so I never really met most of the dudes that I was talking to or with their mamas, but this one I did, and it was just like I ain't never experienced this with a mama. If I experienced anything from my mother, it was her, no, like trying to figure out who this little girl is, who this, the regular type of behavior that a mother gives her son when it. But this one was different. It was like jealousy. It was like pettiness. It was just like, and then I got to a point where it's like, this whole really speaking negativity over everything. Like she's speaking the negative. Like she speaking the things that she want to happen. And one thing about speaking stuff is that's spell work. That's manifestation. And so I'm just noticing, and it got to a point where something happened. We ended up breaking up or whatever. But I said all of that because after we had broke up, stuff started coming to me. Like I started learning about what narcissism is, what a narcissistic person is, what a narcissist is, what it means, the different levels of them. And then I started remembering things that he would say. Like, cause thing about a narcissist, they gonna tell you the truth. It's just up to you to believe it. Cause and one thing that I feel like they do too is to repeat themselves, and then they'll ask you, you don't believe me, huh? Or you believe me? Like they narcissists literally, we're told that they sell us a dream, but they literally sell, like they got a mouthpiece on them, and they really tell you who they are, but it's really up to you to decipher if they true or not. And the reason why you can't 9 times out of 10, because they've already love bombed you, they've already gaslit you, they've already negative soul tied with you and everything. So you can't tell. So you have no choice but to be like, oh, nah, I believe, right? So, but that stuff can be taught. That's why you really got to watch who you make children with, because a lot of us, some of us, most of us have made children with a narcissist. Sorry, y'all, I had to pause the video and I forgot my place because each and every time I've tried to do this video, something has distracted me because niggas don't want the message to get out about what I'm trying to reveal about this spiritual incest that this mother figure is putting on this masculine. And I've been getting the energy and I've been getting the messages from other people, but I just haven't been able to quite place it. And what's been happening is I've been placing it upon other people because they see the true deceivers behind. They hide behind other people. They shape shift. They send the energy into other individuals. They're in cahoots with other individuals. There have been people have been set and scheduled and planted into certain areas and positions. I have seen faces of people who are from the past and people that are new people. Like, yo, this shit is real, bro. But it's not for the weak. It's not for everybody. Everyone cannot tap into what this is. The spiritual world does exist. And like I said, everyone cannot tap into it. Everyone cannot live in it. You have to be strong. And if you're not, you can't survive in it, period. Just like they talk about the streets. The streets is just like spiritual world. And people be trying to play in this shit like it doesn't fucking matter. To play in the spiritual world means you're playing with your soul. And that's the thing that y'all be forgetting out here, is that your soul is everything that matters. It's not your skin. It's not your bones. That's why that shit wastes away when they plant you in the ground. But your soul is on forever. Your soul still has duties. Your soul still has missions. Your soul still gets to go on to eternal peace or to eternal hell, whichever one. However you live your days on earth is how you gonna live. Well, in your afterlife, whether you go to heaven or hell. That's why I know for a fact that that woman going to hell and she gonna drag her own son down there with her. I've been trying to put the movie Fallen out there in a couple people's ears and eyes, because that is exactly what is happening here. That demon is going from body to body to body, jumping from people to people, and every time it jumps from a person, it kills that person that it jumps from. That person that it just left, that person dies. something happens to that person. So I made a video a while back when I said there's an entity, there's something that is using people and it's hurting innocent people. Innocent people are getting hurt because these two deceivers, there's probably even more, but there's two deceivers in general. That from my past life, I say past life, even though it was a couple years ago, because we get many lives in one. But from my past life, that is fucking with people trying to fuck with me. And it's like, for what? Because y'all couldn't get over on me. Like y'all got over on the rest, cause y'all sit there and y'all take women hostage. Y'all sit there and y'all the mama tell a man how to get the niggas, or there's other setup artists within. It's setup artists. That's what it gives. And I've been around a lot of setup artists, so I know what that shit look like. Never participated in it, not willingly, because I know that there's people that'll get people to go into setups without even knowing what the fuck they doing. But willingly, I've never been a part of no setup shit because I don't move like that, because that shit is dumb. But these spirits move like that, bro. And it's wild because at the time I was still trying to come into myself, so they had caught me at a time. They like to catch people when they're in limbo. That's what it's called, limbo. And I just heard that word a few days ago. They literally like to catch people that are in limbo. And the limbo that I'm talking about is where you're on one leg is in the 3D world and the other leg is in the 5D world, spiritual world, whatever you call it. And that's where they caught me at. And they were like, "Oh, this girl is gifted, but she not really tapped in all the way. So let's get her before she get tapped in all the way. And then let's tap her in on our side." No, nigga, I could never work for the devil. What is you talking about, nigga? And the fact that niggas that these spirits pridefully have the devil tatted on them. And that's the thing. I literally have people that are workers of the devil after me, bro. Real voodoo practitioners, nigga. I've heard all of the key implements, New Orleans, voodoo, Louisiana. Even though that's in my bloodline, Louisiana is in my bloodline. I don't do all that extra little voodoo shit and all that. I know about it, I know how it go, how it work, but I don't do none of that shit. But I do know that the energies are after me are heavily in that shit. And that shit don't faze me, bro, at all. Because what they don't know is, nigga, I've been dealing with demons since a little girl, which is why you could never faze me. Which is why you could never faze me. When you be battling demons as a child, and you grow up into an adult and you still battling them same demons, new ones or different ones or whatever, and the ones that don't have the common sense that the devil or the God gave them to use, and they try to come after you, they gonna fall short every fucking time. I've never been scared of no demons, no teeth, no none of that text. Child, motherfuckers gonna learn to leave me the fuck alone. Just because someone perseveres through something doesn't mean that they have to look like gold, bitch. That's the problem with a lot of you motherfuckers. Y'all just think y'all so superficial. Y'all look on the outside and then y'all half-ass look on inside on the spirit and just think you could come over and get over on people. The ones that do that, y'all be suffering in silence. I know. That's why y'all can't sleep and that's why y'all hate nighttime. Because y'all don't get no rest. Just like you don't let other people rest. What you thought? What do you think? Like, it's wild too that these demons be coming up from out of hell, like on big power moves, on big power trips. And it's like as soon as they get to Earth, some of them just get so dumb. Cause you know why? They see the life that they used to have when they were alive and here on Earth, and they're like, damn, I'm back here. Then they forget their mission. Then they start fucking up, and then they go and they get the wrong person. Even these demons fail their missions. Even these fallen angels fail their missions. And that's what us light workers and us gifted people have to do. We gotta send these little retards back to where they come from, so then we can keep clearing out the rest of them. But that was my message for today. I know I've been ranting all day, but I gotta get it out. I gotta get it out because it don't fucking belong here, nigga. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just some things really do make me but that's all I have for today.